So welcome back to our next video, everyone. Today we're going to meet Jim from Denver and get to see and look around his really nice Ameri-Lite trailer. So Jim, tell us all about your trailer.
It's a 2011 Ameri-Lite bunkhouse, 25 foot. It comes with a 30-gallon freshwater tank, two 27-gallon waste tanks. It's not real expensive or fancy. It's very sturdy built, and it does well for me and all over the mountains and out here in the desert. I'm very thrilled with it. I would recommend them to anybody that doesn't need to impress their neighbors.
So you would recommend Ameri-Lite highly?
Yeah, they're lightweight. They have a nice solid floor, a great frame. This has a 3,000 pound carrying capacity, and it's been down some roads most people just won't take their trailers.
Wow, it seems really open. I like the design.
Well, I removed the dinette, which I call my personal torture device, because I'm a little big for it, but it's comfortable. It has the couch, a bed that doesn't have to be made up or turned into a dinette every day.
That's a pain.
It's tall enough for me to sit in or stand in. It has great, usable amenities.
Right, and you're what, 6'2"?
I'm 6'4".
6'4", so yeah, it has to be pretty tall for you to stand in it. So why don't you show us around?
All right, well, we queen size bed, which I took the mattress out. That's a Sealy Posturepedic regular mattress. Lots of storage under it. My air conditioner that runs off my solar system.
So you have solar.
Yep. I have 750 watts on the roof. I have 435 watts on my truck. The peak it can produce is 80 amps in the summer, and it'll produce about 30 amps in the cloudy weather. Right now it's probably doing about 15 amps in the rain.
Wow, 15 amps in the rain.
In the rain, I could, without running the microwave and the air conditioner, it'll keep the furnace and the refrigerator and the lights going indefinitely.
And so for one, this is very comfortable. You said it was 24 foot?
25 foot.
25 foot. Very comfortable for one. Even a couple could probably, well, you've been a couple in here.
For 6 years, we were a couple, and now I have a much smaller couple.
Yes. That's a perfect sized couple,
right,
as far as I'm concerned.
He doesn't take up too much of the bed.
No. Nice couch. You took the dinette out.
Yep. And this has storage under it. It's a jackknife. It does turn into a bed, but somebody my size could not sleep on it.
Right, no. And the kitchen's right over here. It's pretty much, well, it's a good sized kitchen, I would say.
It could use some more counter space. I added a cabinet up here, but it has a decent amount of storage. When it comes to storage, the more stuff you have, the more storage you have, the more stuff you have, and you really can only use so much stuff.
And you're into solar cooking, so you do a lot of cooking outside when it's good weather.
When it's sunny, I do a lot of cooking outside. I'm happy to use the oven in here and the burners when necessary. The solar power provides for this electric cooktop. When there's a lot of things I just don't want to have to do. I can't fry in the solar cookers, so I can use a fry pan on this. I use the coffee pot. Anything but use the propane unless I need to.
Right, because the propane costs you money and solar is now free.
Well, it costs me money, and it costs me money to go get propane when I run out.
Right. A long trip into town, which can be far, far away.
Right. The solar provides for an electric water heater, and I even have electric heaters that I can use in here when it's cold but sunny out. I use a 400 watt oil filled heater and a 200 watt ceramic heater And I can use all of these things without the batteries going down. The solar is like a generator. It just provides.
Right. As long as the sun's out, you can depend on it.
Right. Well, like the air conditioner, almost everything I have uses about 35 amps at 12 volt. And so on a good day I can provide for 80 amps. So I can run the air conditioner and the cooktop, or the air conditioner and the hot water heater, and
At the same time.
At the same time. And my batteries still are taking a charge.
And wow, that's pretty astounding. That's the magic of almost 1,200 watts of solar.
Yeah.
So the air conditioner is here. Is this the only one you're running?
Yeah.
And you must have found, it must be a very low draw.
That, at the time I found it, that was the most efficient air conditioner at 450 watts for 5,000 BTUs. The newest model uses 410 watts for 5,000 BTUs.
410 watts for 5,000 BTUs. That's amazing.
I have 3 Lifeline 8D batteries, AGM batteries for 675 amp hours. So I don't have to, even though the solar will provide for the basics even in the rain. If I want to use the microwave, that's okay. If it's cloudy and I want to run the air conditioner, that's okay. I still have, the sun's going to come out eventually.
Right. You can, the batteries will carry you through.
Right. And I try not to do those things, but it's nice to have the option.
Yeah. So you took out the dinette, and you spend most of your time on your couch, and this has become an office.
Yeah, that's a lawn chair with a couple of throw pillows, and a friend of mine sat down in it and went, "Wow, that's comfortable. What is this?" And I said, "A lawn chair with a couple of pillows." And now they have a lawn chair and a couple of pillows. I had the main air conditioner taken off for room for more solar. And they traded me this fantastic fan, which really is fantastic. On low, you literally cannot hear it run.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I love the fantastic fans.
I put a Vortex fan in the bathroom. It's very loud. It moves a lot of air, but it is very loud. My spare water bottles are these drinking water bottles, and I have 6 of those.
Uh-huh.
And I do everything possible not to lift one of those. I generally just pump the water into my tank from the back of my truck.
Right.
And this is where my batteries go now. I don't think you could really see them very well if I... Yeah, it's a mess in there.
Always wires, lots and lots of wires.
But if you Lifeline, I think are some of the best. If you can afford them, they're just some of the best.
They are. Everyone says exactly that.
The controls, the controllers and the panels for the solar are back here. The inverters in the storage box down here. The shore cord for the trailer comes under the trailer and plugs into a pigtail that plugs into the inverter, so it's all full house. When I don't have that, this outlet, this strip is plugged into the inverter, so I always have power. I don't have to plug in the shore cord. And then it's a bunkhouse, and there's so much storage back here. I just took the mattresses out.
Oh.
And the floor of this one is segmented, so I can get into the storage below without having to move everything. And this one is just as it was, and I can carry, there's 8 storage containers up here, and 4 storage containers down here, and then a dresser drawers for undies and shirts and socks. And
so that's a bunk bed, the
Right.
top bunk, and that's the divider wall, and here's the bottom bunk. and you have access through these doors to underneath.
Right.
And your solar center is here. 2 controllers, one from the Ford Expedition.
Yeah, Ford Expedition.
So it just has a long cable,
50 foot.
50 foot, and it must be very high voltage.
It is 72.9 volts for 435 watts.
So you're probably running a 10 gauge wire.
10 gauge solar wire.
With that hot kind of voltage, this is no problem at all.
Not at all.
Yeah.
And it tilts, so I park the truck so that the panel faces east. And in the morning, and I just cock the wheel and go out 3 times a day and back it up a little and move it. And move it to the south and then to the west, and it basically pulls down 30 amps of power all day long.
So basically you're tilting and turning, and you're getting the absolute maximum amount of power.
It's my portable on steroids.
Portable on steroids, yes. That's the way to look at it.
And no one's going to steal it, and it's not going to blow away. It's been up in 30-mile-an-hour winds. The rooftop, the 750s up top is 3 250-watt Navajo panels, polycrystalline. They have a Morningstar MS MPPT 60 amp controller. The truck has a 45 amp MPPT controller.
Mm-hmm.
They work together, and these are their control.
Right, remotes. So they're remote. You can control them and set exactly all the parameters of the charging.
And I know what they're doing at all times.
Right. You're in control.
I'm in control. When I get up in the morning, they're sitting at 12:08 before the sun comes up. They barely get to burn off their overcharge from the day before. The solar provides very well.
Almost 1,200 watts will do that.
You know, if you can do solar, it is the way to go.
It's the way to go.
It's so much better than listening to even the quietest generator.
Right. So, and back here, you got a lot of storage in the bunkhouse, and here is your bathroom, which, man, that is a big shower. That is one of the nicest showers I think I've ever seen.
Well,
it's a tub, too.
I almost took the tub out, and I'm glad I didn't, because this boy needs a bath at least once. Well, I'm limited to once a week, or they said I dry him out. So it's wonderful having a tub. And
this boy is Max, the Wonder Pup.
Yep.
Big shower, man. And you can stand.
I'm lucky that there's the
skylight
bubble up there.
Yeah, your head goes up in the bubble.
That's right. The things that are important in this trailer are not only that, but it's not as tall, especially without the air conditioner, and it's not as wide. So it goes places.
You don't have a slide.
No slide.
Do they still make them without slides?
I don't think so.
No, they all have them probably now.
Yeah.
They've just become so popular.
And as windy as it is, I mean, you can hear wind noise, but there's no draft in here.
No, there is not.
And when it's 20 degrees, there's no cold drafts in here.
That's very important. It's a really nice trailer. I'd really highlight from knowing you and seeing this, I'd recommend Ameri-Lite as one of the person's first choices.
Yeah. If unless you needed something specific, you were going to be in 24-hour freezing temperatures, I don't see any reason to use more. It provides the basic amenities.
Well, Jim, thank you so much for sharing your home with us. I just love it. I love everything about it, everything you've done with it. All practical and simple. Really nice.
Thank you. I love showing it off.
Yeah, I bet. So thanks, Jim. I really appreciate it. And everyone out there, I really appreciate your watching these videos and liking us on YouTube. And we'll see you in our next video. Till then, follow your dreams. Never give up.
If I can do it, anyone can.
Thanks, Jim. Okay, talk to you later.